Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another version of Pubcast with Johnny and Slurpee here, giving you the GoonSquad 5 versus BLLODY Hell.
That's right, he's Slurpee, I'm Johnny, and just in case this ends up on my channel, just in case I have a version of this on there at least, Slurpee is a good friend of mine and longtime space pirate. He's actually the group creator of it on Steam. And we've been doing casting since around, what was it, around, I don't know, was it a year ago or was it like a year and a half ago, something like that?
Something like that. Maybe around, TI2?
Yeah, and it had really crappy camera quality and frame rate. It was on my old machine, and the sound was horrible because there were 5 of us trying to cast it at once,
10 seconds to
and
go.
we were all using one mic. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, because now that we have better computers now, obviously, and we'll be able to get you some little better quality casting here tonight.
The sounds of keys were everywhere.
Absolutely. So now let's get into the game here. Let's get into this draft. Right here, we got pretty standard-ish bands: Weaver, Bat Rider, Tree, Warlock, and then the Dark Seer pickup from GoonSquad.
Warlock, that's
10
a
seconds
really
to go.
interesting band. That's not exactly standard. I guess but Bloody Hell has decided to cover all of their bases, I guess. Where they covered Tree in the band because you don't want to deal with the Tree. And considering this is team matchmaking, this means that everybody's, trying real hard, so you don't want to be going up against a Tree if somebody can play him well. And then I guess, covering that other base with Warlock, the supreme pub stomp hero, assuming he farms up.
Yeah,
But,
of course, we definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that refresher Warlock. Well, Ags even with the double golems. That's not very fun to play against. That's for sure.
I gotta say, that would be hilarious, though. And you know what? Jakiro, honestly, Jakiro and Windrunner might be really good picks against that. So, I don't know if it was the wisest ban, especially since, I wouldn't be expecting the GoonSquad 5 to be picking him up as, like, a first pick or whatever. But still. Weaver... Yeah, Weaver and Bat Rider, though, being banned out by the GoonSquad 5, probably a really good idea, as well as that Puck. Puck is a really strong solo mid, and if they're going to be putting Dragon Knight mid, which is real common now, Puck would certainly be a problem with that.
Yeah, not that Puck mid against the Dragon Knight. We saw that earlier today, actually, in one of the international prelims. Was S4 versus another one of the Dragon Knights. S4 absolutely just wrecked that lane pretty much, in a combination with that orb just not allowing any farm from that Dragon Knight.
Yeah. I gotta wonder, though, we see the Bat Rider, we see the Weaver as first bans. Of course, a lot of people are very effective at that, and in the competitive meta right now, they're very trendy, and Bat Rider extremely is, 100% picked and banned. He's a top priority hero. But I gotta wonder about that Lone Druid. I understand the Puck in regards to, like, if Dragon Knight is a solo mid. But with the Lone Druid, I gotta wonder, because Lone Druid is not something that I see too often in team matchmaking, and it makes me wonder if it's a respect ban. It makes me wonder if somebody's going through their profiles and trying to see who their successful heroes are.
Possibly, and maybe even they just don't want to deal with that bear, because that bear can be extremely annoying, given a nice little radiance there, and possibly, well, not the armlet anymore, because they definitely fixed that. Now the bear takes the armlet damage as well, but that radiance still is pretty annoying when that bear's got a big, nice tanky HP pool, 2,000, maybe 2,500.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if they're going to have a really big right-click hero, which they probably will. I mean, they haven't chosen their hard carry yet. Bloody Hell deciding to go with Drow, so that's an interesting pick, although it does synergize very well with Jakiro and Windrunner, so lots of, bursty, magical... Is actually, yeah, Power Shot is magical, so lots of bursty magical damage, lots of slows and stuns coming from these three.
Speaking of that stun, definitely with the Naga Siren ulti.
Ooh, yeah. Huh. That's interesting though. I wonder if they're going to be running her as, a carry or whatever. A lot of times, especially since TI2, she's been basically run as a support who's expected to get farmed later,
10 seconds to
where
go.
the whole point of her is she's a walking ult with Song of the
5
Siren,
seconds.
and Ensnare is really good for ganking and chasing. And then, of course, Riptide is just a good thing to just walk into the middle of team fights with and use. But I gotta wonder if they have a big right clicker coming in that maybe they didn't want to use, or they didn't want to fight Lone Druid for, because Ensnare is, of course, very powerful, and if you have luck on your side, it's a very, very annoying ability to deal with.
Definitely, maybe that nice right clicker would. I'd like to see a gyro, my personal favorite, especially with all kinds of other. It would also synergize quite well with the Dragonite stun and the net as well. Get the rocket barrage down and be able to deal massive damage in an AOE after they got them all stunned right up together.
Yeah. Oh wow, a life stealer. So, life stealer with Drow Ranger as your dual core here. That's really interesting, and I can kind of see why they would ban Warlock,
Yes.
Enigma, and Phantom Lancer, because, oh, there's the gyrocopter. Phantom Lancer is, of course, really, really annoying to deal with. Really, really good split pushing. He can do a lot of damage to a lot of people later on.
10
And
seconds to go.
the thing with that, though, is if they did get a tanky Phantom Lancer, Lifestealer would be able to
5
steal
seconds.
a lot of life, but I don't know about that. But Enigma and
Reserve time.
Warlock can do a ton of AoE damage, and especially, their ults are huge ults, and they're huge stuns, and they do a lot of damage, and the Golem, just the Golem walking around you, much less attacking you as well, could devastate Drow Ranger and Windrunner, as well as Black Hole and the Golems slowing as well, or at least that initial stun into the slow.
Yeah, and a nice ban out by GoonSquad with the silencer. They definitely don't want that silence down while Naga's got her ultimate out, or any of these abilities rather.
Yeah, Darkseer as well. A silenced Darkseer is kind of a useless Darkseer unless he already has the Ion Shell out on himself.
Definitely, or wall up or something.
Yeah.
If that silencer should have hit the global silence a few seconds earlier. That wall's already out.
Rubik!
Oh,
Rubik!
You're Rubik.
I love Rubik so much, and there's so many good things to steal over on the GoonSquad 5. Of course, it's interesting. Gyrocopter doesn't... It's weird. You don't want to steal Rocket Barrage, for one thing, because then you have to wade your way into a
10
team fight to
seconds to
use
go.
it, and as Rubik, you're not going to be squishy enough, especially in this 5 position,
5 seconds.
where you're not expecting to get any farm. So, I'm expecting that he's hoping for Naga's Ensnare or Song of the Siren. Or, I mean, heck, even turning into an Elder Dragon would be just a lot of fun. A lot of goofy fun. But probably Darkseer's skills are what he's looking for. And wow, Disruptor. They pick a Rubik and you pick a Disruptor. I don't know if that's a good idea. Disruptor spells are very, very good. His Static Storm ult is a really, really good damage over time, as well as its silences. It's a pretty nice area. And then, of course, Kinetic Field, if you steal that, it can be used very, very effectively against your Dragon Knight or your Gyro or really anybody.
Well, there we go. Now we've got a little bit of team countdown. Let's go with introductions here. We got Marina on the Naga Siren. Gyrocopter is the Professor of Swag. We got Flash on the Dragon Knight. Ainsley Harriet on the Darkseer. And Pourquoi Premier on the Disruptor. And down on the Radiant side, Redick on the Jakiro. Luxium on the Windrunner. Gustavo on the Rubik, Demons on the Drow, and Hurrypole finally on the Lifestealer.
Nice call on Gustavo, because I don't know if I would have gotten that one right away. On my own channel, I might have just messed around with that until finally halfway through the game, I just look at it and go, Gustavo! Oh, it's Gustavo! And then, of course, miss half the team fight because I'm just so awestruck from figuring out his name.
Well, it looks like Dire here, GoonSquad, are going to go for a 5-man down on the hard lane. See if they
Getting
can
really
kill.
ballsy. Holy crap, look at that.
Yeah, extremely, extremely ballsy here.
I think Professor of Swag was trying to bait. Naga has wards, but she didn't ward the pool camp, which I would have assumed is what they were going to be trying to do, since I would guess it's going to be a Jakiro, Lifestealer, Rubik safe lane down here, tri-lane. Which, it would appear, yeah, it's exactly what they did. The rest of BH decided to go into their separate lanes. They have Drow as mid, and they have Windrunner as a solo offlane. Very typical roles for them.
Very, very typical indeed, and looks like yeah, Dragon Knight's gonna be mid, just like we talked about in the beginning there, and definitely with the tri lane, the Gyrocopter, the Disruptor, and the Naga up there. Oh, against the Windrunner. That, I don't know about that.
Now that's interesting because that could go either way. It could be an aggressive tri lane, or it could be a defensive tri lane. Oh, they're coming around the middle. They're coming around right behind Luxiem.
Oh,
There's the ensnare. That's what I'm talking about. And a TT disruptor with that wall. This is going to be first blood.
And that was very, very well played right there. Very well played with the nets, the disruptor field, everything. That was great, great, great on them.
That's a really, really good start to this game. And you know what? I'm inclined to believe it's going to be aggressive, then maybe transitioning into defensive, considering, well, let's see, what did Gyro skill into? He skilled into Rocket Barrage, so we're going to be seeing early game aggression and a lot of damage.
Alright, yeah, and it looks like, and Darkseer on the bottom lane just was getting pushed past in between their tier 1 and 2 towers. Just this tri-lane bottom is really, really going to be aggressive as well. Trying to get him out of XP range, get him out of it, and there they go, right on that.
Yeah, wow.
There's the ice wall.
Open wounds immediately.
And he's, telekinesis down. Telekinesis down, he's running away, he's all open wounded. And, Sal pops out, and he's going to make it behind the
We're going to see an ice wall to finish him off. No,
no,
it doesn't do that much damage yet.
And, wow, Jakiro taking out a bunch of damage, 32 health left. Almost dying because of that nice little, trying to get that last hit on that kill.
Forcing himself to salve up. And
So
what do you know? The GoonSquad 5 did decide to eventually ward up that pool camp right there in the beginning.
And over at middle, looks like Drow's taking the edge there. Of course, the range would kind of be a little bit better against the melee middle. But Dragon Knight using his Breathe Fire there to definitely push the creeps back, get a little push back on Drow, and she's going to go and get that Invis Rune top.
Yeah, and if you're going to go a mid Dragon Knight, personally when I lane, I go into stun and then I just build into Dragon Blood, but Dragon Knight in the mid here, Flash, appears to be going into, yeah, like you said, Breathe Fire. It's very, very common for a mid Dragon Knight to do this, because especially if you're going to be going up against a ranged powerhouse like Drow Ranger, you're going to want that fire in order to get as many creeps as you can, which is, I think, the reason why we're seeing the bottle here. He's going to be seeing constant harass, and he's going to constantly need mana in order to facilitate that fire spam.
Definitely, and with the denial of these rooms like Drow's doing relatively well so far, well, it's only the 3-minute, 30-second mark, hopefully he'll have to start bottle crowing that thing and not being able to use the runes to its full potential.
Yep. Up top, Marina the Naga was just stalking over to Luxiem and just scaring her back to her next creep wave, completely zoning her out. All Marina has to do right now, because of that first blood that Windrunner gave up, is she just has to walk close, and Windrunner fears that net. She's gone into a 1-1-1 skill build. Very common. You definitely want that escape, and you want that, that ability to try to do some damage and stun somebody if they're getting too close.
It looks like Marina's going to try and get up with Flash in the middle.
Ooh!
Flash has an illusion, and there goes the net on Drow. And
Ensnare Riptide.
The Riptide, breathe fire. Not gonna get that last hit. Not gonna be ballsy enough to dive that tower. Drow's gonna live with under 100 HP. Now, bottom lane, it looks like they're not being as aggressive as before. Staying back, getting those last hits. Darkseer not really able to stay in XP range. Well, kind of, not really. Getting that Ion Shell on the creeps, try to get the damage down and push down into the tower. Now that he has that Ion Shell level 3, that's better for him. He's definitely gonna get last hits that way.
I don't know if spamming it so much is serving him well, though. He's got 14 creeps to Lifestealer's 23, so I guess he's doing very well for himself. But now he's out of mana, and while he does have that Sage's Mask, he's already forced himself to use his Clarity. And now it's going to be, I don't know, maybe like half a minute or something until he has enough. Well, no, maybe not quite that long. But it's going to be a little while before he can use his Ion Shell again. Oh, but Surge is only 30 mana, so never mind that. He better surge himself out of here. We had open wounds. We're going to see a Jakiro wall in just a second. Ooh, Telekinesis. Ah, what do you know?
Lifestealer gets the kill on him.
No Surge at all.
Yeah, it looks like he was way too stunned and all kinds of other fun stuff to be able to use that. Plus
Yeah.
with that no mana as well.
I don't know if Surge helps you out of open wounds. I don't honestly know the interaction with that.
And with his Soul Ring that he just purchased out, maybe that'll give him a little bit of advantage at the cost of his health.
Last much longer.
Flash and
Dragonite.
Demon both went for
Yeah.
the rune. Flash managed to get it.
But yeah, Dragon Knight just now able to take control of these runes. 2 phase boots?
Yeah, I was just about to say, did you see that?
Yeah, 2 phase boots?
maybe he I don't know.
That was weird. Okay, but you look at his inventory, he still only has 1. And I know you can't share items, so that could have gone to somebody else. And hopefully he should know that in a team match.
Top lane. The GoonSquad 5 is pushing up probably a little bit too much here. There we go. Now they've pulled back a little bit, but only really because their creeps got killed off. They don't appear to be stacking the pull camp at the moment. They just missed the minute, so they were unable to do that. So it's going to be a little while before they can pull again without having a double lane pushing forward.
Looks like Naga looked like she was about to take that, try to pull out a little bit there, but decided against it.
I'm not entirely sure what she's doing now. She just walked straight into that creep camp at the wrong time, and besides, with this creep camp anyway, that can only help Windrunner because that's the only camp she's able to pull any creeps into to get it back to her tower. So,
Definitely.
not really sure what Naga was trying to do there.
Darkseer
Meanwhile,
the Darkseer completely out of his lane. Just push it forward, and the creeps are dying so quickly. You really can't do very much down here. I mean, he's going to be pushing the tower, but he's pushing into a 3-man lane down here, and it looks like Flash is coming bottom. Hopefully they can do something down here.
oh, he's got a haste rune.
Haste and invis.
He's got a stun. He is not
He wants
not
that
going to
life
dive
stealer.
straight into the tower.
He wants that life stealer.
He's patient. Man, a haste and an invis rune, it just does not get better than that. If he saw Hippo L go in, or Creepol go into
And
the
here it
trees,
is.
then, oh!
There it is, the Elder Dragon form, hitting him with a stun on Gustavo. There it is, the Ion Shell on him. Splash damage out, kind of hide behind the tower. He's not going to go in there. That's a little bit too much.
You gotta love how the Ion Shell just hangs on Flash's tail.
That was the silliest animation.
Check that out. Creepol just,
And Gustavo just chilling in the trees.
yeah. With Darkseer creep skipping over here, there's nothing that they can do. They can't leave. Oh, Gustavo, very bad idea. He tries to telekinesis out. It's very gutsy, but it's not going to end well for him.
Definitely not with that stun and everything. And that tower's going to go down. Oh, Flash coming in from mid lane. that definitely helped out Darkseer, and he's trying to find it.
Oh, Freepo is getting seriously
And there it is, and he raged
out-leveled
out.
at
Yeah,
the
definitely
moment.
raging out. Ice Wall coming from Jakiro? No. Just a two-man intimidation factor. Enough to drive Darkseer out.
He did get 1,000 gold from all of that, though, so he's going to be picking up what appears to be Tranquils. And he's level 8 now. Level 8.5 to Lifestealer's 5. And compared to Radiant's off lane, Windrunner over here, she's level 7.5.
Like, oh, well, they're keeping up, that's for sure. And there's open wounds on him, but the Surge, actually, there you go. There is Surge. Surge works against open wounds right there. So, and he just got his Tranquil Boots, and now we know you can Surge away from that open wound. So that slow does not affect when he's surged up.
That's very good to know. Now he also has his headdress, so 10 minutes in, he's already got his Soul Ring, he's already got his Tranquil Boots, and he is a third of the way to a mechanism.
Very nice. And an Ice Path up.
Oh,
Looks like
over in
they're
mid.
gonna go.
Telekinesis into a dual breath. Now he's silenced. There goes the Riptide to try and scare them off. Pourquoi Premier comes in and walls up. Gustavo is trapped. There's the ensnare, but there's the Ice Wall to save him. Marina not sure what she can do. That ensnare is not up yet. She could be using her ult. She tried, but she was just too damn dead. Call down, finishing off Gustavo and Jakiro. And now it looks like Swag. No, Swag didn't pick up the kill on Drow Ranger. Disruptor did.
That was a well-executed team fight there by the GoonSquad. Definitely, unfortunately, the Naga wasn't able to get her ulti out that quickly. too damn dead is right. Way too many. That Ice Path, that everything was just completely taking her down. Not able to do a damn thing about it.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Looking at... Whoops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just saying, looking at the XP graph, things appear to be tipping quite a bit for this early into the GoonSquad 5's favor at about, probably about 2,800, pretty close to 3,000 experience in their favor. And then over on the gold graph, same story.
Yeah, it looks like all these team fights that the GoonSquad's winning, it's getting towards their advantage, and definitely with that one tower bottom gone, hopefully their off lane can push in nice and easy. Looking over at middle lane, still a stalemate pretty much, but
Going top.
The Dyer's tower looking a bit more hurt than them Radiants.
Up top, Riddick and Gustavo were going up to try and join the Windrunner. However, because of this ward here, Dyer has seen it, and now they have sent a response team. Mid is rotating up top. Dragonite currently has an Invis rune and will no doubt be coming up behind them. Now, question is, who's he going to stun? Jakiro stuns Mirana, but here's the call down. It's going to hit two of these heroes. They get walled in. They get hit both. There goes the rocket barrage. 3 dead.
3-0 trade there for GoonSquad. Definitely going to be really, really good for them, and now they're going to push this tower over.
That is an absolutely devastating ability combo between the call down straight into a wall.
Absolutely, there's no way to escape that.
The Radiant lost the top tower.
Just imagine that later when Flash has splash damage.
Radiant's top tower is in bad shape.
Demon in mid, though,
Mid-tower
now has the space to start attacking this tower. She's going to back off, though, because here comes Flash. Flash building into a 14-minute bracer, which he's waiting to get delivered to him.
Like they're just gonna take control of this lane for a little bit. Demons hides off in the trees, not wanting to be any part of that. Maybe.
Pourquoi Premier? babysitting a regen rune down at bot, which Flash will now bottle very, very safely. And Ainsley Harriet coming in to try and see what he can see over by the Radiant jungle, and now he'll be going back down bot because Lifestealer is free farming and has just passed Gyrocopter in the net worth.
Very nice. Yeah, with 66 last hits to 7 denies, it looks like, and against Gyrocopter 51-4.
Oh, Rubik has stolen that homing missile, but there's the calm down into a wall again on Gustavo. It looks like he managed to hit Gyrocopter with his own rocket now because of that stolen spell. Riddick, though, getting hit with that lightning bolt there.
How about that?
But it's just not enough. That ice path to try and stop them was just not enough to slow him down.
And Naga wants this. Naga wants this Windrunner. And
And Gyro's going to say, yep, here you go.
Definitely, there's no way out of that. She is done.
Ensnare, homing missile, rocket barrage, riptide. And it's just all over just that fast. Great, great synergy with the GoonSquad 5.
Absolutely, and it looks like, and I know Dragon Knight wants this tower. Demons is going to put up a fight to get it, but and then he goes and there's a stun. There's a stun. Just a couple.
Oh, but here comes backup in the form of Hitball. Open wounds.
Open wounds.
Ice arrows.
It's gonna be it. That backup, those open wounds, that slow. Ooh, all of it, all in a nice combination to take Dragon Knight down.
Tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Trouble brewing every
Now,
bottom tower.
Demons has a nice little present for whoever's gonna come bottom. That looks like it's gonna be Darkseer.
Oh boy, here we go. Darkseer is already pushing this tower, and he is just getting so much gold from this. There's the silence. What did I tell you? Silence Darkseer. He's
bomb.
Ooh, but he's surging himself up to Demon. Vacuums them together.
Somebody's cooking.
He still had open wounds on him, but that was just completely nullified by Surge. Ooh, a nice mechanism, but into a wall. Nice ice path there. Telekinesis. Brought over. Will he get out of this?
Walks right through it. Looks like he's about to get out of it. Yeah, he is.
Oh, he is.
He's gonna get out of it, and Dragon Knight and Disruptor backup coming down from the mid.
Yeah, Darkseer's Audi 500. Flash was invis. Stuns Riddick, who ice paths them both. Here comes Luxium. Shackles Flash to a tree. Are we going to see that go into a telekinesis? No, Rubik is out of mana. Power shot misses them both. Little defensive.
Get it out of there.
Yeah, little.
Keep them from not coming back.
Little out my house wall.
Radiant's mid.
Gyro's given space to push mid. Now that he's rotated down, that tower only has 238 health.
With Drow Runner coming back up to stop this push. Not in deny range just yet. Now it is. If they can ward him off long enough to get the deny on that tower.
She picked off the rocket pretty easily. Oh! Shackle. Not going to do anything.
EP back up.
Ainsley Harriet is here. He's going to surge up. Oh, they bring Windrunner straight back. Rocket barrage. Everything is going to hit her. However, Gyro has been silenced. He's getting hit with Ice Arrow after Ice Arrow. Ainsley Harriet is stuck on a cliff, but here comes Flash to stun. Oh, what are you doing, Gyro?
Rocket.
You got Surge so that you can get out of there, not run straight towards her. There you go, buddy.
EP back up from Jakiro.
So, good escape plan. I don't know why Professor of Swag is hanging around. I think he's just really greedy at the moment. Jakiro is going to deny that tower. Unless Ainsley Harriet can... Nope.
Nope.
Tower's been disowned.
But he is going to say, fine then, screw you, buddy. Yeah, there was that that shield stun into a wall, so there's one direction he can't go in. Thunder Strike plus all of the kitchen sink, basically. Kind of a badly directed Jakiro ult there, I'd say.
Down on Gustavo, and he's gone after a brief fire. Shackle shot, Ainsley. Only to keep him back. they're gonna head up top to stop this creep push from getting to their tower.
Creeple, the lifestealer, oddly enough, has a Yasha.
A Yasha?
Yes, Yasha. He went drums Yasha. No armlet. No sign of an armlet yet.
That's strange. Movement speed, possibly?
I don't know.
That's what it seems. Movement speed and attack speed to get them down as quickly as possible with that open wounds.
Maybe, because Feast is based on percentages, maybe the reason he hasn't been skilling into it is because he's more concerned with tanking, perhaps? The GoonSquad 5 doesn't really have any kind of tanky heroes for him to heal a ton off of. So perhaps he's just going for attack speed so that even though he's getting healed less, he's going to be getting healed less more often. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. I completely understand. That does make sense.
I think Gustavo realizes that this is just an illusion. He didn't even bother attacking it. Yep. He sees the second one. He's like, yeah, this isn't a good place to go. Ainsley Harriet intercepts him. Gustavo taking a ton of damage from Ion Shell.
Open wounds on Ainsley Harriet. There goes the rage out on Lifestealer, getting in those hits. That again, that's the healing.
Oh!
Healing. Little
Wow.
bit of healing fast enough, and the call down. There goes Demons is going to take a rocket barrage, but hits that BKB, not allowing in the mid. And there's the bomb in the disruptor field, and Demon's going to go down. That was a 3-0 trade for GoonSquad 5.
Yes, Drow Ranger, as we saw, opted to go for a Black King bar, not a Shadow Blade. So, decided, alright, well, my escape plan is to face tank everything. Ainsley Harriet tried to make it out of there earlier with that fight. He tried to surge himself out of the open wounds and the ice arrows at once. But as soon as he surged himself, the second he took one step, Rubik picked him up with that telekinesis. And I had this, like, gasp moment where it was like, you know that scene in The Avengers where, slight spoiler for The Avengers, I guess, just one scene, nothing plot related, where the Hulk jumps onto that plane, right? And the guy tries to eject, and the Hulk immediately catches the seat as it flies out. And the whole audience in the theater just went,
Yes.
Yeah, I had one of those moments there.
Definitely that was quite ridiculous. Looks like we're going to be grouping up for a thing mid. DD rune top goes to Flash.
Ooh, Ice Arrow's out on Professor Swag, who BKBs to make sure that he will not be slowed. And it's a good thing he did, because he would have been picked off there, Disruptor support or not. There was just enough time for Demon to pick him off.
Definitely, and plus those ice arrows. Man, they slow later on at level 4. Definitely, that level 3 at least right now is 37%, 4 is 60. So that really would hurt, especially with that little on the up ramp. If they don't miss and luck is on your side, wow, that gyro would have been completely screwed.
DD rune bottled on Dragon Knight, and now he doesn't need Invis runes anymore. He has a Shadow Blade. So they're ready with that stun at any moment.
GoonSquad all stacking up at mid. Power shot goes off. Flash is just gonna shrug it off.
I think they were waiting for, was that Professor of Swag who just poured it in? Yeah, now they're moving in.
Yeah, oh, Professor Swag just leading the pack there. Completely zoning in the entirety. Only 4 of BLLODY hell out. But we got Drow just free farming bottom. And it looks like they're gonna come gank her. They know she's pushing it. 4-man gank bottom. This is, if Drow doesn't get out of here, and she'll TP out middle.
Oh yes sir, she saw them coming through with that ward right there in their jungle.
That ward, beautiful ward. You can really barely see it because of the trees.
Yeah, Disruptor picking up a Hood of Defiance, which he can later build into a mech, which is what I assume he's doing, considering that BLLODY Hell has a Jakiro, as well as, you know, those drow arrows.
But everybody's gonna be porting back mid because bloody hell looks like they're gonna be moving in, or at least the goon squad's moving in for something here. Power shot out, killing some creeps.
There's that hood on a Pourquoi. Ooh.
And go DD invisible because of the Shadow Blade coming in. Ainsley Harriet surging up, coming in on both sides, top and bottom.
Oh my god.
Reading doesn't
Oh.
know what's going on. Oh,
Flash's Shadow Blade ran out there. Now he's just running in circles. Guys, are you gonna come help me? There's the stun. He's got level 2 dragon, but because Windrun was up, his attacks weren't doing anything. There's an ensnare into an ice path.
She's gonna go down, and there's vacuum up, wall up, silence is out. Redick not gonna make it. He's gone. Disruptor, wall.
Thunderstrike on Gustavo, who ran directly into Professor of Swag. He was just out of position. He was completely behind the Dire team right there, which was a very bad position to be in. Professor of Swag just ran up to him, just looked him dead in the eyes, and then just sent rockets point blank into him. So that was a full team wipe against BLLODY Hell. And now Demon is bought back. But there's just, well, I suppose, yeah, there is good reason. Because now here's the rest of the team just spawning in.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
This is gonna be at least half racks. Well, no, Jakiro says no.
Yeah, Jakiro, you gotta love how defensive Bloody Hell can be. They have that Windrunner to just keep them back and just keep them mini, even if it doesn't shackle them to anybody, it'll keep them mini stunned just long enough for an ice path to go out, or for Rubik to maybe, you know, steal ensnare or use telekinesis. Their stuns can set up for each other so often, and we're seeing them combo those stuns so well, but unfortunately, it's just, we're in stomp territory right now. They're getting outplayed by the GoonSquad 5.
They are, and with that, again, that last team fight, the excellent wall that Darkseer put out there with the vacuum brought everybody into it, creating copies, and the disruptor field ready there, waiting, doing work as it should be. They were really, that team fight was well set up for the Goon Squad.
Now looking at the golden experience graphs here, with the experience graph, it is now over 15,000 in the Goon Squad 5's favor. And
that's almost 20,000.
yeah, it's just a very gradual, just trending down. There was one little bump there, but bloody hell, it's just not looking good for them at the moment. Whoa, look at the difference in gold, and look at that spike down there. It was a little bit more even, but now it's gone down to 14,000, also in the Goon Squad 5's favor.
Again, with these team fights, and the kill count only being 4 to 25, this is well on the way to being a snowball stomp for Goon Squad here.
Finally, an armlet is coming in on that lifestealer. I don't know why it took 27 minutes and a Yasha for him to get that armlet. Perhaps now he can start contributing, because he has not been going out to free farm. He's been trying to participate in failed ganks and team fights.
And Disruptor setting up a nice ancient stack.
Oh yeah, I've been watching that.
For
Beautiful
possibly
triple stack.
gyrocopter. Possibly gyrocopter. Yeah, that's at least a triple stack there. Very nice. And he's gonna push back this creep wave.
Darkseer now has his scepter.
Yes. Wall. More clones. More clones. Clone all the heroes.
We've been seeing Wall do some really nice work this game. You know someone else who's doing work? One of my other favorite heroes, Jakiro. Those ice paths have been, in a lot of situations, really good. But it hasn't always quite been where... Oh, he was just about to. He was starting the animation for ice path. He would have caught at least 2 of them in, but there's Marina. Beautifully setting up for that call down.
And Rubik trying to steal it, but dying instantaneously as he tried to pull it off. There was just too much in the air at the time. Power shot out's not going to do a damn thing. There we go. They're moving into the jungle. They know they want that. They want that there, and then they get it. Last hit.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Lifestealer, what are you doing? Lifestealer honestly should be farming. He's been doing a good job so far keeping up, but he's currently 2,000 behind. Because, let's face it, he's been dying far too many times. He is 1-4-2. What he should have been doing, rather, I don't know if it'll save them at this point, but what he should have been doing is going into one of the unoccupied lanes and just free farming, and then having the rest of his team support and basically defend, while maybe having, I don't know, Drow going around or not Drow, I'm sorry, Windrunner going around and split pushing in possibly another unoccupied lane. Beautiful ice path into a telekinesis, and that's going to mean a dead Professor of Swag.
He's not going to be teaching any swagalicious things anytime soon. Well, at least for 50 seconds. And trying to TP out Disruptor, getting ice path, and shackled ice path, everything just to get completely destroyed.
They hit him with every stun and slow that they had. They were like, no, we got 6 kills. We've got 6 kills this game, 30 minutes in. We're getting this.
Radiant's bottom tower seems
Flash now has his BKB.
Ainsley Harriet. Ooh, this could be interesting. Is he going into an Orchid to just further shut down that Jakiro, who's been really their main problem with stopping them for about half a second, although it's really been only slowing them down? Or, you know, possibly that Rubik, who's actually stolen a couple of really good spells this game? Or is he going for a refresher for double wall madness?
You know, my money's got to be on double wall madness, because 2 walls, 2 times the fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, they have such an advantage right now, tower-wise and kill-wise and experience-wise and gold-wise, and just they're snowballing so well that I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Darkseer player just said, you know what, guys, I'm gonna get a refresher orb.
Yeah. And there goes the Jakiro, gonna definitely flat cannon that quad stack down. That is a quad stack of Ancients. He's just gonna eat right up all of the gold.
Of course, Pourquoi and Marina will be taking some of that experience. Although, do either one of them have a mech? Neither one of them have a mech, but it's okay because Marina has an urn. And she's like, well, I want this one.
You almost died there, Gyro, so you know what? I'm gonna take all of that. Thanks.
I think more than that though. I think she was trying to mostly tank them up for Gyrocopter, who's now used flat cannon again, and there we go. He's gonna be building a butterfly.
Yep, that's definitely a butterfly.
Oh boy.
And we finally have a Shadow Blade up on Drow Ranger, so she can get out even twice as much with the BKB as well.
So we have no items currently on the Windrunner besides treads. She has a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, which are all really, really good. I think what she's going for is a Yules, and I don't know what these 3 are doing just sitting here in the middle of the forest.
They're about to do a smoke gank. Rubik has smoke.
Aha!
Used to have smoke.
Well, now nobody has smoke.
Somebody had a smoke. Oh, no,
oh, there we go. They're waiting on the courier. However, that might have been a bad idea because here comes Flash, who, though silenced, he was invisible. But Drow also invis. But he's going to find Luxium in the jungle. And there was the stun. There was the breathe fire. And she would have been slowed massively by his right clicks if not for Windrun. So there's a telekinesis. There we go. There's the silencer. We're going to see open wounds as well. No, because we're going to see a sleeped bloody hell team. Disruptor full combo. There was that static field, that wall, that everything.
Completely destroys bloody hell, with the exception of Jakiro. That he was he still in base? He didn't buy back, did he? No, he didn't die. He just TP'd out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was I saw an ice wall go through, but then the next time I saw him, he was like over here in this area in the forest, so I wasn't quite sure how we got there, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Ooh, ice arrows on Pourquoi Premier. That's going to be a pickoff. Oh, there we go. There's the Yule Scepter from Windrunner up on Professor of Swag, who BKBs in midair, comes down, finishes off everybody else with his flat cannon and rocket barrage.
3 down.
And they're just gonna keep picking off every single hero that dares come past these racks, because they're huge. They're absolutely, completely 100% stacked to no end. I mean, look at the net worth here. We got almost 13,000 gold in net worth on the Darkseer and the Gyrocopter alone.
Yeah, now that difference in gold earned has just spiraled into 15,000 now. Though it did stay in about a straight line for a little while.
Well, the XP graph, more than 20,000.
Finished butterfly on Gyrocopter now. Things are not looking good now that they've lost that Rax.
Definitely, and they're just going to push all the towers down now.
They're getting pressured from every direction now. Ice Path out on Ainsley Harriet and the Professor of Swag. However, that's just to make sure that they can get back and defend at their tower without being open, or I'm sorry, Hip Roll has open wounds, without being, you know, vacuumed or stunned with a homing missile.
Definitely, and the constant pushing from the bottom lane now from the Naga Siren, just the split pushing power of the Goon Squad is completely demonstrated here. And Demons, what are you doing? That is not such a great place to be.
She wants to pick off Mirana, but she was waiting for those illusions to pop so that she can figure out the right one. And there is the silence. And here we're going to see a TP in from the Jakiro just to ensure it. Where's that Ice Path? There it is, saying you can't go that way.
And then, no,
beautiful song.
There's the song.
Into an urn.
Not letting you kill me.
Ainsley Harriet had surged himself down there to try and support. If necessary, he was going to be ready to vacuum those two heroes together in order to make sure that Marina escaped. The Goon Squad 5 is doing such a good job protecting themselves this game, protecting each other. They're always there to back each other up. They've always got somebody TPing in, and they're always ready to stun somebody, pull back, and then push as a team.
Definitely, and now Roshan being taken down by them just to further their lead with the Aegis.
Now, Radiant can see that. It's not like they smoked in. However, oh, they're going to get dewarded here. But they know, and now they're just going to start farming because they say, okay, well, they're going to take Roshan. Yeah, okay. Well, somebody needs gold here, so we should probably get on that. So they just decided to let the Goon Squad 5 take Roche uncontested.
And then they're just going to keep pushing down bottom lane. They want this Rax. They want this Rax bottoms, and they want it bad.
Yeah. That's the thing about these two teams, honestly, is if they did decide to fight at Roche, I don't know if Bloody Hell would have been able to come out on top, because while they are able to set up stun after stun after stun after stun in a large area, and they can just stun multiple heroes over and over and over again because of telekinesis, because of shackle shot, because of ice path, they don't have the damage to back it up unless Jakiro gets a really, really well-angled ult and Lifestealer can get in there and do damage,
there
which he hasn't been able to.
Gustavo's going to be going down. Flash, splash damage in the... Oh, Naga Song setting up for that call down, but they're not going to do any damage because the song was still on. Rudick gone.
So a little bit of miscoordination there, but it really didn't matter because there goes 4 for 1 at the moment. And they're going to be bringing Demonic straight back thanks to Disruptor.
And that's another team wipe. Another team wipe by the Goon Squad.
Oh my god, there's the refresher. And it looks like we had a stolen wall from Rubik, which got placed down as well.
And there's the GG out from Demons. Oh, GG's from Bloody Hell. It looks like the Goon Squad's going to take this round. And there goes... There it is. Goon Squad's going to take this one.
I gotta say, I see a lot of stomps, and a lot of times I can't even put them up on my channel because they're just so bad. But this, I gotta say, this has to be one of the more entertaining stomps I've seen in a while.
Definitely. The team coordination from the Goon Squad was definitely spot on this round. They were completely together. They were together all the time. if they weren't, they were just a TP scroll away. Their
Hey,
stun
look, Naga
coordinations.
completed her Lincoln Sphere.
That was the courier still going down after the game ended. That was funny. Let's see, and then the stun coordination was great. The Naga ults were at the perfect times, except for that last one right there, which had a little miscommunication there. But other than that, the coordination was great. Bloody hell, they were still had that coordination as well, but the Rubik tried, but 0 and 10. I mean, the spells that he stole were good, but he wasn't able to use them as well as he should have been able to. The Lifestealer, he did great with the open wounds and everything, but that surge on the open wills kind of messed him up a bit there. The rage outs were good. Drow Ranger definitely doing good with those ice arrows and the silences. Those were spot on. Jakiro, those ice walls.
Yeah.
Those ice walls.
Those ice walls. And you know what? You can tell this isn't a very professional match. Everybody has pretty much sub 500 gold and experience per minute, except for Ainsley Harriet, who managed to almost get to 600 experience per minute. So yeah. So fun game, unusual game, but very entertaining. So from all of us at the Space Pirates, I'm Johnny.
And I am Slurpee.
And this has been Pubcast. Thank you for watching.